What is good, people? Hope everyone's good. I've been meaning to do this YouTube video for a long time, but we are back. So today, funny enough, is actually a back day. I want to take you through a back session. I'm training with Chris. First time meeting Chris. We follow each other online on Instagram. So I'm going to train a back session at Muscleworks Bethnal Green. I'm going to have my pre-workout meal, which is rice, chicken, and then I'm going to get some crank pre-workout in. It should be a good session. But yeah, I'll see you at the gym. Literally not far from the gym. So I think there's a few things that I think about before I get into my sessions that I think have been very helpful. And I said the first will be intention, like going in there to improve. Like I wouldn't go in there, so this is on my off season obviously. My every intention is to go in there and do some damage to this muscle so they can grow. Intention will be so important. Take two will be a plan. So you just have a plan of action. So what you're doing in the gym, I go into every session knowing exactly what to do because I got a plan, right? The last one will be to prepare yourself, right? So when I say prepare, I mean I'm going into my session, I've had my pre-workout meal, right? So I'm on top of my meals. I've got enough energy, enough carbohydrates to perform at the gym. I've got my pre-workout, so I'm buzzing right now, I'm feeling good. I've got my intro in my bag prepared. I'm gonna use that during my session, so when it gets really hard, I can push an extra bit, right? And I've got my accessories. I've got my wrist straps from Bear Grip. That is gonna carry me through my workout so I can perform at the best. So, prepare. Intentions first, have a plan, prepare, and then go smash it. I'm at the gym now. I'll see you guys. So I've got my intro, and I always pour my intro. So I've got intro workout here from ESN and hydro load from ESN as well. And I got 2 scoops of creatine. So this is gonna be my intro, what I have whilst I train. Again, code JAY to save some cash. Yeah, come on. So starting off with some high to low rows. Just get that back thickness. That's kind of the goal this off season. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do 3 walking sets. Let's go. Okay, let's do this. Easy. Yeah, so I love this. I love the moments we're doing full back this off season. Like I said, it's going to be full thickness. So we're finished with some high to low rolls, and now we're doing some unilateral rolls. Doing some warm up. So I like to do 1 or 2 warm up sets, especially in the beginning before your back gets pumped. I just get 2 warm up sets before I actually start working. So we're doing 3 sets each. We're going to do like 2 warm up sets first before we actually go into our working sets. Easy. So we've got our T-bar row. First time actually using this, but I love it. I've done a couple warm-up sets here already. My main focus with this would be not to necessarily pack on a ton of load, but to get that stretch, right? And then drive all the way to the top. Because it's so heavy at the bottom, we want to make sure we're bracing and we're in a position where we're not moving our torso too much. We want to be so locked in. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about when I'm going to do this, is to get a good stretch at the bottom and then just drive into want to get that back thickness, right? We want that back thickness. So this will be, obviously, a very good way of doing that. So we've got a lat pull down to do next. Now with this, we're doing narrow grip lat pull down. What I always say in terms of back training is just understand it's all about elbow parts, right? So when we're trying to train or work on the upper back or back thickness, there's going to be a flare in the elbow, right? So you're going away from your lats. But when we're doing exercises for lats, when you're trying to work on your lats, so your width, we're always trying to bring the elbow as close to your lat, as close to the lat as possible. So with this one, my main focus is to get a good stretch at the top, drive my elbow. Just think of it like a circle as opposed to like a pull down. You don't use your biceps, right? So you want to pull your elbow, but you want to go round like a circle. You want to go down way. We're going to do 3 sets on this. Aim is 12 to 15 reps. And just trying to go as heavy as possible, but as controlled as possible. Again, get that all the way to the top. Maybe like 1 or 2 second pauses there. starting off back with red delts. I usually do my red delts with my back. I know some people do red delts with shoulders, but I like to do it with my back because I feel like I'm working on my red delts only when I do rows. So I'm going to just do them on the back day. Obviously preference, but that's how I do it. Alright, we've got biceps now to do, so I've got about 5 sets of biceps, so we'll do some preacher calls and then finish up with some hammer calls. Again, personally, I've got an arm day, so if you're watching this and thinking, okay, cool, let me do some, I want to grow some arms, but I'm going to do that on a pull day or on a push day, I'll say definitely get an arm day. So I've got an arm day where I do triceps and biceps, but this is just to add to the overall volume frequency of my arms, because that's kind of one of the main areas we need to bring up for next season. So yeah, it's going to start with some preacher calls. Again, heavy, controlled, a lot of aggression when I do arms these days, because I'm like, these motherfuckers need to grow, man. So I'm going to get started with preacher calls and some hammer calls after that. Okay. Okay. Any body part you're trying to improve on, this is why you don't do them last, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm shattered from the back sessions that we've had. We had some serious heavy rows, and then doing this biceps, it's like, I am putting in effort, but I know it's not 100%. So this is exactly why you need a separate arm day if you're trying to bring up your arms. But yeah, we're still gonna get it done. But I'll just bring that up because I know I'm just trying to get through this. All right. Easy. That concludes our back session. So we'll just finish up with some biceps now. We had 3 rows to do. So we did the high to low row, we did some neutral row, and then finished off some T-bar row. And then for last we did some narrow lat pull downs. And then red L's, had 1 exercise for red L's on the reverse pec deck, and then 2 bicep movements. And that's pretty much, I've got 2 splits for my pull sessions, so just in case you see a different workout. So that'll be for next week. But yeah, that wraps up my pull session. Hope you guys enjoy. Yo, so session done. Here's some back with my boy Chris. Good people, man. So yeah, that was a good one. Still feel good. So when you do a session and you feel like you gave it 100%, that was one of those sessions. So I'm happy with that. Time to head home. Had a cheeky meal at Muscleworks, but I'm gonna go have my post-workout meal and just put my feet up and rest. Trying to enjoy this weekend, but hopefully everyone is doing good. And this is something I need to get used to doing. Every time I try and record a YouTube video, I always just forget to continue. Like I start somewhere and I just forget about it. Because I'm always trying to be present, but I'm going to try and get used to doing this in public. Just get used to it, man. But it's been a good day. So hopefully this gets out and it'll be a start of a more consistent YouTube video. And obviously I can get better at doing this as well. So I appreciate it if you guys could subscribe, like, and if you fancy, share. And let's keep this going. But in the meantime, I'm signing out. Peace.